All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Don's Modeling Desk. We got Jody in the background as usual,
Good evening.
and tonight I'm gonna be working on getting the base coat on. We'll see how that
All
works out.
about that base coat.
How about it's
We
all
got
about the base coat.
we got Howard in the chat. First to the key, first to the egg. And we got Buck from Buckman's Model Mania, and he says, Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy, Buck.
First to the key, first to the egg. Huh?
First to the key, first to the egg. That's right. I don't know. Howard's playing a sperm role-playing game.
Oh, okay.
First to the key, first to the egg.
Har, 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 har. Dust this off a little bit. Got a little bit of dust on it over the last week.
So what color are you going with for the base coat, Donnie?
I'm going to use Insignia White.
Insignia white.
I think that'll do good enough. And then I'll have to figure out something for all the darker spots later on, but get a
Yeah,
coat of Insignia White on it first.
insignia white. Very similar to what you see on a lot of the Star Trek ships, like the Enterprise and the
Right.
Reliant. And,
Yeah, a
well, I
lot of
guess the
people use
Excelsior
Insignia
and ones
White
of
for,
that movie era.
yeah, that's Insignia White. Lacquer makes the room go blacker.
Howard says, "Oh my God, it's from Ready Player One. You guys fail." All right, there you go. First to the key,
I
first to
don't
the egg.
remember them saying that in Ready Player One. I love Ready Player One.
I thought it was a pretty good movie. I saw it once.
The book is so much better.
Oh yeah, it's from a book.
Yeah. The book and the movie are slightly related.
Slightly related. It's one of those things.
Yeah. It's like we got the general idea from the book and then we wrote our own movie.
Yeah, like the like a lot of the movies that they make off of video games.
Yeah.
We'll have the basic idea and we'll give the characters the same names, but that's about it.
I mean, they changed so much stuff in Ready Player One.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why you changed some stuff because you got to, turn a whole book into just a two-hour movie or whatever.
Mario in the movie. He's not even Italian.
Do what?
Oh, my kid says like they did to Super Mario in the movie. He's not even Italian.
Oh, yeah.
Which movie? The original Mario movie? So that guy was British.
No, the one they put the new one they made that was 3D.
Oh,
It was weird.
well, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, well, it
The
was
new
weird.
one with, what's his name? Jack Black?
Jack Black? I don't know.
Isn't that who
This
played
shit was
Mario in the
3D.
new movie?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't remember seeing any trailers for it.
I haven't seen it either, but I've saw the trailers and stuff.
Uh,
Let's see. Cast. No. Yeah, Jack Black plays Bowser.
Bowser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Pratt is Mario and Charlie Day is Luigi.
Well, yeah. So Howard says him and H say it when they're in the race.
Oh, at the very beginning. See that whole scene right there? The death race, trying to get the first key? Not in
Uh,
the book.
oh no.
No. To get the first key, they had to solve a puzzle.
Oh, well,
Uh,
that's not exciting enough. They needed a big action sequence for the movie.
well, wait a minute. They had to go through a tomb. He had to fight his way through a tomb, which is a representation of one of the most popular Dungeons and Dragons modules from the time.
Okay.
Uh, he had to fight his way through all the traps and stuff in the tomb, get to the end of the tomb, and then challenge a Sarek, a Demi Lich, to best 2 out of 3 games of Joust.
The one where you're riding on giant chickens?
Yeah, on the ostriches. Yeah.
Yeah, I call them chickens. I always called them chickens. And Howard says they also say it at the end when they all go after LOL or IOI, whatever, IOL,
IOI.
IOI.
Innovative. It's something online innovations. What was the first word? I don't know.
Infinite?
I can't remember. It's something online innovations.
Infinite online innovation.
No, I don't think that was it, but
Okay. Impressive online innovation. Darth Prince here says, hey, Donnie and Jody. Hey, that's us.
what's going on,
He's
Trent? That
talking
is
about
us,
us.
isn't it?
It is. Howard said he sent you a DM. Howard's sliding all up into your DMs there, bro.
Sent me a DM. Let's see what that would be.
Dark matter. He sent you a dark matter.
Well, I only watched the movie one time, Howard, so.
Yeah, same here. I
Oh,
remember
yeah, that's the battle at the end.
I remember the story and a lot of the things that happened. But I don't remember most of the lines.
Do what?
I don't remember most of the lines from the movie.
I watched the movie one time and I was like, yeah, this is not the book that I really enjoyed reading.
Did they make another? Did they make a sequel to that?
They made a second book. They haven't made a second movie yet.
Oh, I thought they made a second movie.
I think they're working on it. I think they're supposed to be working on it, but they haven't made one yet.
So according to Seth MacFarlane, they got another season of the Orville that's
I saw that.
written and ready to be produced. Howard says, that's my problem. I remember a lot of the movies.
It's
Yes,
only
Rick.
been like 3 years since the last season of the Orville.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll have just as good a fan base as they had, right? Right?
probably.
I'm
I'll go
sure
back to watch it.
nobody's
I'll go back to
forgotten
watch it.
about it in 3 years. Nobody
I know people
nowadays
that
has
really
short
like
memory
it.
term.
I don't know. I only watched it a few months back, like 6 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I watched
I
it back
never
when it was coming
saw it
out.
before then. Yeah, I didn't see it until 6 months ago when I was able to watch it on whatever streaming thing I found.
Probably Hulu.
Yeah, probably. Howard says Ready Player 2 is supposed to come out, and Firefly sounds like it's going to be animated.
Firefly? No, Firefly's not animated, I don't think. The new season of Firefly.
Stephen Haynes is here. Hey, Stephen. He says, hey,
What's up?
Donnie and
What's up,
Jody.
Steven?
How you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, that's a good looking color there. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think it'll work good. It's gonna need a second coat probably, but
Oh
that's
yeah.
all good.
Howard says that's kind of what I thought I heard in his announcement.
That Firefly was gonna be animated? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Have you seen the series of videos they did online where he was going around telling all the crew that a new season was fixing to be filmed?
Not me. I haven't seen that though.
They're on YouTube.
You mean the crew that was on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name? What is his name that played the captain?
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah. It was him going to each of the other actors' house
Okay.
one at a time.
Howard says it's time, nodding his head. Nathan Fillion. Yes. I
Have you
like
seen those
the
videos, Howard? They were pretty good. Is
I
it
like
finally
the
time? Are we doing this? What were you saying, Jody?
I like the little short film that Nathan Fillion made for Uncharted before they made the movie that came
I don't
out.
think I've seen that.
They were trying to they wanted to make a movie of it, and they made like a little short with Nathan Fillion starring in the role
Hmm.
as Drake, and it was better than the actual movie that they made. Like I wish they would have went with their idea and made it that way. Like it was the game. Like it looked exactly like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they even had a part. There was like a little scene where they're talking, and then he's like, "Okay," they decide what they're gonna do, and then he goes off on his own to sneak around the jungle, and it like the screen widens like and shrinks and widens like a widescreen, just like how the game is. When it
Yeah.
changes from a cutscene to the gameplay, it goes to like a widescreen, and you got those bars, and it zooms in, and you see him from the back view. Like it looks exactly like it. It's really really cool. I posted a link in Discord like probably a year ago. See if I can find it again. It's on YouTube. Yeah, like if they would have made the movie with those guys and that way, I think it would have been way better. They went in a terrible direction with the actual movie that they put out.
Oh, never. Never. That
Yeah.
never happens.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Hollywood never makes bad movie decisions. I don't know what you're talking about, Jody.
Let
They are professionals.
me see if I can find it. There it is.
Throw a link up to it in Discord, and I'll watch it later.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
I know it's not exactly exciting to sit here and watch me painting, but it's got to get done.
Howard says, "Yep, I think I posted it in Sci-Fi." He says, "I add a link to you, Donnie, in Sci-Fi." And he says, "I'm watching the series right now of Love, Death, and Robots." I watched some of that, a couple episodes of it.
Yeah, I watched a
Pretty
little bit of it. I
interesting,
didn't watch a whole lot of it.
There's some pretty interesting stories.
Yeah, it's a good show. I just got distracted by other stuff. I do that sometimes. It's like I was watching
Come on,
uh,
Discord.
Welcome to Derry. That's an awesome show, by the way, if you like Stephen King.
Okay, yeah.
But then I got distracted with that little game thing that Todd posted in Discord. I got to get back to watching Welcome to Derry.
Starting. I'm still waiting for Discord to start. There we go.
Yeah, it takes
Takes
a minute.
for-
That's to check for updates and all that.
And it's interfering with my connection to you too.
Oh, really? It shouldn't.
Yeah.
I have Discord open right now on my computer. I have Discord open
Well, I
all the
think just
time on
as
the
it's
computer.
opening, it's having problems.
Yeah.
I think it's just having problems as it's trying to open. Let's see. I'll put a link in links. That's a good place to put a link for something. Links. There we go. There we go. I'll put it right in this chat too. People can go check it out. No, because then people will click away from here. We don't want that. Howard says, I got too many dang things to finish watching.
Same.
Well,
And no time to watch them.
not me. I got nothing to watch.
Do you like Stephen King?
Not really.
No. I don't say if you like Stephen King, you need to watch Welcome to Derry. I love Stephen King. Once I figured out that I could check out audiobooks from the library using an app,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, and listen to them at work while I'm working,
Oh, that's cool.
I went
Yeah, so
through
that's
every Stephen King audiobook.
a good time to be getting some book reading in or entertaining or whatever.
Yeah. I've had Audible for years, but in Audible you have to buy the audiobooks.
No.
So I was kind of limited in how many I could get. But once I figured out I could just check them out from the library, it's like, oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's cool. My mother was a fan of Stephen King novels.
I love Stephen King books.
She always thought the novels were way better than what they did for any movies or
Oh,
shows or
definitely,
whatever.
definitely.
She's always disappointed with any shows.
But whoever's writing Welcome to Derry, they did an amazing job of capturing the Stephen King feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because it's not from a book. They're going back to the time period before it happened. You know, Stephen King's It.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Well,
seen
they've
those
gone
ones.
back to before that happened, and they're telling the story or of before the stuff that happened in the book.
Okay. So the story of how Pennywise came to be.
Yeah, they touch on that. It's still later than when Pennywise arrived on Earth because he arrived on Earth way back in prehistoric times.
Oh,
Yeah, on a meteor or in a meteor rather.
oh, really? Howard says, I am multitasking, watching you, the TV, and putting together my Volvo.
And putting together what?
His Volvo.
This Volvo.
His Volvo. Assemble the Volvo.
I may have to buy more insignia white. I think I bought 5 bottles,
Oh, yeah?
and that's the second bottle I just started on. I haven't even got the whole bottom painted yet.
You've already gone through a full bottle.
Well, yeah, because you can only get it in these little 10
Yeah.
milliliter bottles.
Yeah,
They don't
those
have the
don't go
insignia
far,
white
eh?
in the 24 milliliter bottles.
I know those bottles don't go far.
No.
I don't know how I used up all mine. Howard sent me a box of like 6 bottles of white, and they're all gone.
Of the
Um,
insignia white?
I don't know. It was just plain white.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, especially if it's those little 10 milliliter bottles. The 24
Yeah,
milliliter bottles last longer, but those little 10 milliliter?
and you open it up, and the little bottle's not even full.
Oh, I know.
It's like 3/4 of the way full, or 2/3. Come on, they can fit way more paint in there. Bet they used to be full.
No, they've never been all the way full, or not since I've been using Tamiya anyway. I dropped my paint cup lid and I can't find it.
Oh no.
Where did it go?
Under there.
Under something.
Alec is here.
What's up,
Alex says,
Alec?
hey guys, I just finished wiring up my modded engine room lights for the Titanic. I'm trying to
Nice.
figure out how to do the forecastle well deck lights.
Aha, there it is. Aha.
Found it.
Found it. Yeah, I saw your post in Discord, Alec. Um, you can wire them up either way. You can wire them up individually, or you can wire them up all together. I don't like wiring things all in series though, because if a connection breaks or something like that, then you lose everything from that connection on. Whereas if you wire them up in parallel and the connection to one of the light strips breaks, then all you lose is that one little piece of light strip. That's just me though. I just think it's better to have a little safety factor built in, I guess you'd call it. Like when I'm using LED strips, like the ones I put in here, I didn't wire them all in series, even though they're all going to be on all the time. I still didn't wire them in series. I wired each little strip of LED tape, like this strip for this window has got its own 2 wires on it. This strip's got its own 2 wires on it. That's why there's so much spaghetti in there, because each little section of lights has its own 2 wires that all run back and get tied together in parallel.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if something happens, you know, at some point in the future and a wire comes loose or one of the LED strips dies or whatever, you lose one window instead of everything from that window on. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I've never had a section of LED tape go bad, but that's just me.
Well, you had something wrong with that one on the engine for this that you're trying to get in, but that happened before you put it together. So
What's that?
on the one for the engine on the
Oh,
Orville here.
that was the ARGB lights. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I think I just got a bad strip of lights or something. Because I was having trouble um getting them to work in sequence, you know? If I hook
Yeah,
this piece of strip up before that one, it would work. And if I hook that one up before the other one, it wouldn't work. And that's not the way ARGB lights are supposed to work. Even Andrew, you know, as much as he's done the ARGB lights, he would say, "Man, that is weird."
yeah.
And then I was messing around with them. I finally had them all working, and one of the strips just went out, just stopped working. Like 2 lights at the beginning of the strip were on, the rest of the strip was not lit. I don't know what happened there. That's when I decided, okay, screw it. I'm just putting regular
Yeah, it
lights.
must have blown like one of the lights in the series or like just one of the little
But that's just
wires
it, though.
inside.
In the ARGB lights, each bulb is wired in parallel. They're not wired in series.
So it doesn't matter if one goes
Because,
out, the rest should still work.
yeah, because each light is individually addressable. In other words, you can turn on just the 3rd light and nothing else, or you can turn on 5 lights right in the middle and nothing else, or whatever. You know, each light can be completely independently controlled, so they
Yeah,
have to be wired in parallel.
but
The only thing,
that
the
whole
only
strip
thing
of
that's
lights
wired in
though.
series is the data line, because you know the data line goes from one light to the next. Because when you
Yeah,
send the data, you have to send it, you know, what I want this light to do, this light to do, this light to do, and so on. So I don't know if the data connection broke inside the strip or what, but it just, I mean, I wasn't even messing with it anymore. I had finally got them all 3 working, and then that one just died.
Howard's asking you, would you rather use Tamiya or Vallejo Insignia White?
That depends. Are we talking about spraying it on or brushing it on? For spraying it on, I like the Tamiya a little better. Sprays a little better than the Vallejo. I mean, you can spray the Vallejo. I have before. The Tamiya just seems to spray a little better. I actually think their acrylic paints spray better than their lacquer paints, though. Which is weird because most lacquer paints spray great. But Tamiya's acrylic paints spray amazing.
What kind are these little bottles here? Acrylic. Okay, Tamiya color acrylic paint.
Yeah, for a long time, all I had was I had the Reaper paints and I had some Vallejo paints and a few other random acrylic paints. And then when I built that 1537 Katinga, I bought some Tamiya paint to paint it with because I was using the painting guide for the 1350 version to color it, pick the colors for it. And the painting guide gives you the numbers for all the Tamiya paints. So I figured, what the hell? I'll just use Tamiya paint, right? So I bought the Tamiya paints, and the first time I started spraying them, I was like, holy shit, this stuff sprays good. I couldn't believe how good it sprayed.
I guess I don't really have enough experience yet to notice the difference.
I mean, you can spray any paint, but the Tamiya paint just seems to make it easier. But I mean, that's what the Tamiya paint was made for, spraying.
Alex says, so Donnie, I don't have any flux pens or paste. A solid block, sure, but how would you tin your lead tapes? It's a little tricky for me because the solder doesn't want to leave the iron easily.
You need to put flux on the solder pads on the LED strip. If you don't have any flux, get some flux. I'm serious. It's like magic.
Andrew's here. Andrew says, first coat base color?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Andrew.
We're throwing down a little insignia white here, Andrew.
How are you doing for snow there, Andrew? Our whole city is shut down today. Everybody had a snow day.
I thought it was funny when Jordan posted that picture on Discord outside his window, and everything is kind of sort of covered with snow. And then Andrew came in there and said, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah. I posted one right after him too. I was like, "What are you talking about? I can still see green in the trees."
Yeah.
So I posted a shot of the view from my window here. You can barely see the houses. Alex says my solder has a flux core in it. Yeah, but
It
that's
doesn't
not good enough.
matter.
You need to have the solder on the contact pads.
You need to have flux on the contact pads.
Yeah, the flux is what I meant to say. Andrew said
Flux
just
them
started.
first. Put some flux on them, and then tin the pads, and
Yeah,
then solder the wire to it. But yeah, you need flux on the pads. It makes it so much easier. You can do it without the flux. You can just keep messing with it till you finally convince the solder to stick. But I mean, there's no point in doing that when you can put a little flux on it and it just works.
Yeah, just a little dot on the, and don't even need much either. Just barely a pin tip
Yeah,
for
just
certain
enough so
things.
that because when you hit it with the heat, that flux is going to melt instantly,
Yeah,
and it'll just flow over the top of the copper. And then when you hit it with the solder, that solder is gonna melt and stick to the solder and nowhere else. It's like magic.
yeah.
The first time I used flux, I couldn't believe how much better it made soldering. Because I didn't have any at first when I started soldering. And I
No,
kept
same
watching all
here.
those videos
I
going,
just
why
had
is this
the
shit working so much better
yeah.
than mine?
I just had the solder with the flux core also, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
no good.
that's what I did at
Because
first. And I kept watching
because
all these videos
the
on YouTube and they're soldering these perfect little solder beads and stuff. And I'm like, how are they doing that?
yeah,
And then I finally watched one where he was talking about using solder paste, I mean, flux paste and all that. So I bought some and it just, bam, it worked. Like, wow.
because it sort of sits in a bead, and the surface tension takes the shape of the soldering pad or
Yeah,
whatever that
but
you're trying to solder to. And then when you hit it with the solder, it just kind of replaces the flux and takes
yeah,
its
the
place and
flux
takes the shape of
is
it.
supposed to remove all of the oxidation and impurities from the surface of the copper, which is what keeps the solder from sticking to it.
Yeah. So Andrew said it just started snowing a little bit ago. All right. And Mary says, yeah, we had an adult snow day today.
Those are always nice.
Yeah. The whole town did. Andrew's referring to his post. He said, yeah, that's cute. Hold my puts in.
Yeah, yeah, hold my Putin.
Howard says, what is the code of insignia white?
Uh,
Code. Tell me the code.
LP35. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to order me some more because
L5.
I'm 2/3 of the way through the second bottle and I'm just getting the second coat on the bottom.
How many bottles did you say you got?
5. I'm sure there's gonna be some touch ups here and there involved before I get done.
If you paint around the spots that are going to be painted a different color, save some paint that way. Don't paint those areas.
Well, I could, yeah.
But you're better off to get a nice smooth coat over the whole thing.
I'm not masking this whole ship twice.
Yeah.
We're gonna give her a coat of insignia white and then we'll mask off everything.
Trent says, if you can't fix it, flux it.
There you go.
Howard says, so you like the LP versus the XF or X?
Well, insignia white is not available in the acrylic. Insignia white is only available as a lacquer. I don't know why. It's just the way it
So
is.
LP means that it's the lacquer, and
Yeah,
XF means it's
LP
acrylic.
is lacquer paint.
Okay.
I don't know what the XF is supposed to mean, but that's the acrylic paint.
Oh, yeah, because I'm looking at my bottles here. Some of them say XF, and some of them just have X.
just X is gloss. That's still acrylic paint. The X is for the acrylic. I don't know why X is for acrylic, but the X is for acrylic. The F is for flat. So if it's
Okay.
XF, that's a flat paint. If it's just X, that's a gloss acrylic paint.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why the X means acrylic, but
oh, maybe the A was already used for something else. Alex says, I'm going to make a quick run to Lowe's and see if they have any flux pens or paste to apply. Yeah, they'll have get like a bottle of solder paste, solder flux.
yeah, I have some of the flux in the little syringe looking thing, and then I have a little container of the flux paste. They both work good.
I also have one that's a liquid, but it's more it's designed for when you're putting together stained glass frames.
Oh yeah,
So I guess you pour it in there and it wicks around, and then your solder flows into wherever it is. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of equipment for doing stained glass art a few years back. All the solder paste and all the tools and the flux and a bunch of pieces of glass and
I've never
like
used
everything you need.
straight liquid flux.
I never used it for anything either because I didn't end up doing the stained glass stuff too much.
Okay, I got to get another bottle out.
Andrew says, if you're buying some flux, make sure you get the capacitor to go with it. That's right. And make sure you go to Lowe's doing 88 miles per hour on the way home.
That's right.
Alex says, all I have right now is a solid block of it and don't know how to use it as a solid block.
Solid block of what?
Flux?
I've never seen flux that was solid.
Well, I think he means like the real thick paste.
Well, now I have that.
That's
You're talking about
probably,
like this, Alec? Because that you just take a paintbrush or something, a small paintbrush, and just get some out and put it on where you're going to solder. As soon as you hit it with the heat, it'll melt instantly.
yeah, if you got like a
You put
solid
the
block of it, just
solder on
warm
the
it up.
end of the soldering iron, and you touch it to that spot, and that flux will melt instantly and just suck that solder right on there.
Maybe he's got
Great.
something like that and it's just cold.
I don't know. Is that the kind of flux you got, Alec? Looks like a really, really thick paste, really hard paste.
Yeah, the one I have is not like that. It's more like Vaseline, like really creamy.
That's kind of like what's in this pen here, or in this syringe.
Yeah, so it comes with like grease.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what this is.
yeah, that's probably similar to what I have. It's just in like a big bottle.
But this stuff, this is the first flux I ever bought, and I still have a lot of it left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just take a small paintbrush, a cheap paintbrush, and just get some flux on it and put it wherever I need it. It works great.
Buck says the same thing. If you have solid flux, stick your wire in it or use a paintbrush to apply it.
Right.
Alex says, I might be mistaken flux with rosin. It's clear. What does it say
Maybe.
on the label? Does it have a label?
Rosin. Mm, I seem to remember that rosin works similar to flux.
Rosin's stickier and thicker. So for 88 miles per hour, Andrew converted that for us into 141.662
Yeah,
kilometers per hour.
rosin is flux.
Yeah, I think it's just thicker and stickier.
It's just a specific type of flux. And it's made for electronic soldering, so it should work fine. It's called rosin because it's made out of pine resin,
Yeah.
according to Google.
Howard says, hey, Jody, you ever got a Reliant ship or looking for any Star Trek ships? Well, I did have one Reliant. That's what I made into the USS Trenton there, that modified one with the drop down deflector thingy. But I'm always looking
That was
for
cool too.
new Star Trek ships. Yeah, I'll be bringing that one to Wonderfest to show off.
Nice.
Buck says, yeah, what the flux are you talking about, Alec? What the flux?
Yeah, if it's rosin, then that'll work fine.
Still trying to think of something to do with those small little 2500 scale Reliant models that come in that kit there. I don't know if I want to make a mini version of the same one I did, or try to do something else with it.
I saw a guy on Facebook. It was on Facebook. Yeah, that took the 2500 scale Reliant and the 2500 scale Enterprise refit, built them, lit them, the whole 9 yards, and then built the Matara Nebula out of cotton balls and stuff, and put
Yeah.
lights in it to light it up like the nebula looked in the movie, and then mounted the two ships flying over it.
Oh, that's cool. That's similar to what I'm trying to do with my little Enterprise book nookie thing there. Is that a video on YouTube, or you saw that on Facebook? You
I
said.
think it was on Facebook.
Um, I saw one guy who's doing a series of the 2500 scale models. It's got the same kit with all the little ships in it, but he's not doing anything like that. He's just putting them together and putting the decals on and that. Simple. He's not adding lights or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Andrew says, don't do it. Mutara restricted permits many money more.
Huh?
Mutara restricted permits
Oh,
many money
permits.
more.
Got it.
Actually getting some video work done today. Did a
Oh,
bit
did
of
you?
did a bit of recording and a bit of work the other day, and doing a little bit of editing today. So I might have another video out in the next day or so.
Nice.
It's been a while since I've I've done one.
I usually watch your live streams back or listen to your live streams back
Oh
during the
yeah.
week at work.
Well, you must have been bored from the last one because I wasn't talking very much. I wasn't saying too much on the first half of it, anyways. Then on the when I did the second stream at 11, Ken came on with me and
Liven
had
things
my
up a bit.
yeah, he had my back and had some things to say. I run out of things to say, and then I get focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what happens to me when I don't have anybody producing too.
Yeah,
I'll get to concentrating on what I'm doing, and then like 10 minutes later, I realize, hey, there's people watching me that I haven't said anything to in a while.
yeah, that's how it is with me. The same thing when I'm trying to make like a video, like I'll say some stuff, and I usually try to say what I'm doing when I'm doing it.
Right?
But then there's a lot of times where I'll just sort of forget that I'm recording, I'll just be crafting away and doing my thing and working, and then all of a sudden, you know, my recorder stopped because it ran out of memory or whatever, and or I got like, you know, an hour and a half of video where there's only about maybe 10 minutes of usable footage that I can actually add into the video. It just gets tedious. I don't know. I think I might start doing it a different way. I've seen some where people just put the video together and then just kind of narrate after the
Yeah,
fact,
a lot of people do
do
that.
like a voiceover and explain what you did. I like the way that Russ at Cosmic Quest Hobbies does it like that. The other guy, Mistake Man, has a new video. They started the Defiant. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I'm gonna
Mistake
watch
Man.
that.
I
I
don't think
saw
I know
Ken's.
him.
He's I got him into our HTM Discord. He's not that active in it, and he only makes a video every couple of months or so. So I think he makes like more in-depth, sort of longer form videos, and
Right?
it takes a lot longer. And he does a voiceover afterwards. I posted links last time for his Voyager
Oh,
build.
yeah. I do remember that.
Turned out super awesome. Yeah, he's does really good work. So I'm gonna check out his part one of his Defiant, large scale Defiant. Watched Ken's Reliant Buddy Build video this morning. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, him and
Andrew
Jordan are both knocking
says,
that Reliant out of the park, man.
yeah. Oh, let's see. I gotta go up. I missed a few here. Alex said, guys, is there really any difference in design between the Yamato and Enterprise in Star Trek, or they're basically the same exact ship with different names? Yeah, pretty much. They're the same class
Yamato.
ship.
Oh, you mean the Enterprise C? No, Yamato.
No,
What's the name?
the Yamato was another Galaxy class one, I think, from Next Generation.
Really? I
I
did not
think
know
so.
that.
I think so. Yeah, well, they had a bunch. It was either that or it might have been another ambassador, the same as the Enterprise C. Andrew said, it's great to have a productive day. Got all the upper secondary hall masks placed on today and still weeding them out now. Awesome.
Yeah, the USS Yamato is Galaxy class.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The other ambassador classes they used was the Yamaguchi.
Yamaguchi, that's it. Yeah. You know what, Alec? Check out on YouTube, check out a channel called Triangulum Audio Studio.
Oh yeah, I'm subscribed to them.
He
They do some
makes
awesome stuff.
yeah, he makes like history videos of of the ships. Like he makes a sort of an essay on every ship, and he discusses the history and the design concept and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty interesting. He shows 3D renders of the ships and that. It's pretty cool. There's Ken. He's here. He says, "Good evening, everyone." Hey, Ken.
What's going on, Ken?
Good to see you, sir. Trent says, "I'm having trouble with my scrolling mouse wheel thing here. It's really pissing me off." That's not what Trent says. That's what I'm saying. Trent says the Yamato, no wonder it blew up. Same thing happened to the original. Now it's an artificial reef. Oh, so the actual Earth ship Yamato is a reef. Andrew says, I've never done the whole let the camera record while I do the work thing. If I show the work being done, it's to demo the process. Then I show the progress. Yeah. Well, I
That's
think
kind of
I'm,
the way I did videos when I was doing videos. I haven't done just
yeah,
a video in a
I
while.
just, I just kind of let the camera roll and then try to edit together something usable, right?
Well,
If I,
usually what I did when I was making videos was, I have everything ready to record, get to a part I want to record, start recording, record that part, then pause until I get to another part I want to record, hit pause again so it starts recording again, record that part, then hit pause again. That
yeah,
way,
see, I can't do that because if I try doing that, I'll forget to press pause or record. There's so many times where I'll work for like a half an hour detailing in explaining in detail what I'm doing, and then I'll look up and my camera's off because I didn't press pause or I didn't press record, right?
oh shit,
I do it all the time. So for me, it's better to just let it roll
right,
and then go through it later and try and get whatever's usable that I can put into a video. Otherwise, then I'm, there's so much stuff that doesn't make it into my videos because I didn't press the record button or pause it at the right time or something.
right,
Yeah. Or like I'd think do something and then, okay, press pause, but I actually didn't press the pause button. I just thought I did. I either missed it or it didn't register or something. So it's still recording. And then when I'm
right,
ready to start again, then I press the button for real and I stop the recording process and then start doing the work, which is something I do all the time.
really.
Yeah, I'm not very good at video production. Howard says, Jody, you have an incoming package. No, I don't need an incoming package, sir. Thank you. You don't need to send me any packages.
Let Howard
BG,
have his fun, Jody.
big BIG, big evil grin. Well, okay. Thank you. I guess it's gonna be a Reliant. That's cool because I can combine the Reliant with the Enterprise.
A Relia prize.
A Relia prize, a four nacelle Reliant with the secondary hull of the Enterprise refit. There you go. That sounds cool.
That does sound cool, actually.
Howard says, Trent, they resurrected the Yamato for Star Blazers. And Howard says, unless you're talking the Yamato, which was the sister ship to the D that got blown up. I think that's the one Alec was talking about,
Yeah.
the sister ship to the D. Andrew says the Yamato was in two Next Generation episodes. One as the real ship where it exploded, the other inside a strange space area with a creature that was observing them. Oh, creature observing them. Is that the
I don't
the
remember
green
that, but I
face?
haven't watched TNG in a while.
No, same here. Last time I watched it was when the last episode played on TV.
I've watched it since then, but it's been a while.
I watched the whole series, and as it aired, when it was on, there's probably an episode or two that I missed during its run because we didn't really get reruns back then. You know what I mean? We didn't have streaming, and if you missed a show, you missed a show.
Right?
Yeah,
Unless you happen to record it on your VCR.
which we did not have one of.
I had one, but I could only afford to buy so many tapes. So
Yeah. When we finally did get a VCR when I was older, but we never used it for recording anything.
I had like 5 tapes. I mean, I had some stuff that are recorded and kept, but like I said, I couldn't afford to buy that many tapes. So I had like 5 tapes that were recorded over God knows how many times. Record a show that I wasn't going to be able to watch it, and then stick it back in there and record something else.
Trent says, true, Howard, but it is currently home to several species of fish. Buck says, Andrew just walked in, heard the voices, and said, hi, Howard. Buck says, that's what I do, plus the brick builds. I'm going to do normal speed sections, then sections I speed up to make the video the length I want. And Andrew says, we've all recorded, quote, clips without hitting the record button. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done
Buck
that.
says, incoming. He says, duck, Jody. He's like, whoa. Ken says, I accidentally broke a fluorescent light bulb and I was standing there in bare feet. So I spent 4 hours at the hospital getting glass pulled out of my feet. What?
Ow!
Ken. I guess you gotta walk away so you can go get a broom or whatever and clean it up, right? You can't just like what do you do if it breaks around your feet and you're surrounded by it? There's not really a lot you can do.
I think I would find something to at least move some of the glass out of the way before I started walking.
Yeah, if it happens again, look to see if you got 2 magazines or books within reach. You can throw the book down on the floor on top of the glass and step on one book at a time and keep moving them. I don't know. I hope you're okay, buddy.
Same. That does not sound like a good experience.
So Howard says, well, maybe it's that. Maybe it's something else too. Well, as long as it's not something too much or too extravagant, Howard, I appreciate whatever you send, but Trent says, just check to make sure it's not ticking. I don't care if it is. If it was ticking, I'd be like, ooh, a watch.
An old-fashioned analog watch. Cool.
Buck says to Ken, I hope everything is okay. Yeah. Andrew says, where silence has lease. Quoting something. Trent says, ouch, Ken. Howard says, unfortunately, the Reliant was sold out of those those bastages. Okay, the Reliant was sold out those bastages. You got something coming, I'm sure you'll finger it out. Ooh, well, usually when I finger something out, it's coming.
Usually not nothing to do with
Too
Star Trek,
far?
right?
Ken says, feels good now. I'm no longer walking on broken glass. Andrew says, that's the one where Wesley finds a strange hole in space. You're a strange hole in space, Wesley. They go inside and can't escape. And yeah, that's what I was going to say. That big green face guy, Nagilum, the alien entity, plays with them. So I guess Nagilum said, oh, that's the name of the episode, where silence has lease. Yes. I needed that reminder to be clued in. Trent says, hopefully it wasn't as bad as Die Hard, Ken.
Oof.
Yeah, let's start calling you. Hell's his name in Die Hard? John something?
I don't remember.
McClane. John McClane. Howard says, Ken, are you trying to one up your toothpick incident? Yeah. Next month is going to be, I spilled hot coals in my backyard. I had to walk across them. Howard says, for God's sakes, man, take it easy. Ken says, yeah, I pulled a John McClane. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Andrew says, my parents knew I'd always be happy getting VHS tapes for Christmas birthdays. Like blank tapes? Yeah. Howard says, how about record it? Excuse me. How about record it and then find out the SD card was blank with an error?
I've never done that because I don't record to SD cards. I record straight to the computer.
Oh, excuse me. I had a crazy sneeze there.
It was very
Yeah, I
quiet
haven't.
sneeze.
I haven't started recording to my computer yet.
I just use OBS and record straight to the computer, and there you go.
Yeah, I'm OBS averse.
I like OBS. Of course, OBS was the first recording and streaming software that I ever used, so maybe that's it. At one time, we were streaming directly from OBS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me and Buck and Eric. I'm definitely gonna have to buy some more of this Insignia white. But yeah, we were streaming to YouTube directly from OBS.
Really?
And I mean, it worked. It's
Yeah.
not
Well,
nearly as convenient as StreamYards.
you can stream just with YouTube. You don't need any other thing either. You can just go to YouTube and go live and start streaming.
Well, yeah, but you're limited to just you, and you're limited to just one camera.
Yeah, but that's okay for for somebody like me. If I was gonna do like my Saturday stream that I usually do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do
Honestly,
that.
yeah,
You can do the same thing on Facebook.
yeah,
But we were doing,
yeah.
me, Buck, and Eric at first, us three, and then slowly other people joined in. But we were using Discord to get this all together, and then we were feeding Discord into OBS, which then fed to YouTube.
Yeah, that's what Buck says. It worked well. We streamed from Discord into OBS, then out to YouTube's. Andrew says you can, but I wouldn't. You can, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But I
now.
wouldn't what?
I wouldn't stream straight from OBS now, but at the
Oh,
time, that's
why
all we
not?
knew how to do. So,
But why
you
not now if it works?
because it's a lot more complicated than using StreamYards.
Oh,
You hit go live and StreamYards takes care of everything, and other people can join in and all that. Whereas using OBS, it's just you, unless you do like we did, use Discord. You can create a video call on Discord and get everybody into it, and then feed that into OBS, which can then feed it to YouTube.
oh, okay, really? Well, I see. So everybody's streaming on one call, but only one person's computer is feeding it to YouTube?
Right.
Gotcha.
I mean, it works perfectly fine because we did it for a while. I forget who
Okay.
it was that
Andrew
found
says
StreamYards.
chat integration and the ability to have a producer is so much better.
It is. And I mean, if you wanted to go back to the going through Discord part, you could still have a producer. Just bring them in a video call in Discord and then send it to OBS from there.
Oh yeah, Andrew says if the one person who's in charge of the stream needs to leave before everyone else does, then the stream is done. Yeah, that's true, eh?
Yeah, that is true. If the person running OBS has to go, everybody has to go.
Trent's fixing to get out of here. Good night, Trent.
Have a good
Take
one,
care.
Trent. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Howard says, unlike last night, I screwed up, couldn't start the stream on time. Was all by myself.
You forget how to push go live?
Oh, he's never started one before,
Well, that's true.
right? Like
And
the first time I came on to one of the group ones and there was nobody there, I figured out how to do it because I had already been streaming by myself through StreamYard. You know what I mean? So I already kind of knew what to do. I just didn't have the right backgrounds and stuff in place because they were all set up for other things.
right. And
So I
Todd
did.
doesn't like to use the automatic intro video thing for the
Yeah,
HTML streams.
yeah.
So
So
you
I
have to
didn't.
remember to start the video and then go live.
Yeah, like when I did it, I just went live and I didn't because I was so used to mine having the automatic video, and I just hit go live. So when I did it on the group thing, it just started out live, and I was like, oh well, here we are.
Yeah, I always use the automatic video thing too. Seems to be working fine.
Buck stole Trent's visa. Yeah, Howard started the intro but didn't see the go live thing. So yeah, he is just playing the intro video for himself.
I like using the auto intro. That's one less thing I got to remember to do.
Yeah. So I gotta update mine too. Todd updated my little my little logo video thing for me there. So we gotta go into StreamYards and switch that one out.
Yeah, Todd made my little intro video too.
Yeah. Well, I
He's good
changed
at that.
my logo, right? So I got him to just do the same. It's still the same little intro video, just with my different logo updated. All
The
I did
new
was
logo.
I just took the star out of the Star Trek logo and put a maple leaf in there instead. So I did.
Ah, playing up the whole Canadian thing, huh?
Well, where did I go? Oops, I go accidentally clicked myself off. I
Well, don't do that.
removed myself from the stage.
I'm starting to think it's going to take all 5 bottles of paint just to get the base coat on.
How many you got now?
I just emptied the 4th one into the airbrush.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Are you thinning them down?
Yeah,
Yeah. Thin them down more. Stretch them
yeah. Then
out.
I'll be spraying water. I'll just be spraying lacquer thinner onto the model.
Yeah.
We'll just wash off the primer. This base does work pretty good for holding the model while I'm painting.
Good. The little pins are holding it nicely in place.
Yeah. Yeah, the pins are holding it real good. And it's not even glued yet. It's just sitting on there.
Gordon from Hobby Time is here. Hey, Gordon.
What's going on, Gordon?
Good evening, sir. Ken says, hey, Gordon. Gordon says, hey, Buck. And Alex said, should I get Oatly tinning flux or Noka Road regular use paste flux, Donnie?
Huh?
Should I get Oatly tinning flux or Noka Road regular use paste flux, Donnie?
I would get the regular flux. Well, yeah, I'll just get regular flux. That's what I have. It's just rosin paste flux.
Rosin paste flux. Come on,
Yeah.
Donnie,
If
get
I'd have
on
just
and
looked at
rise
this,
up
that would
your
have
boat.
answered the question earlier about the rosin, wouldn't it? Says it right on top of that can.
I
Rosin.
figured that's what you had in that because it's so thick. But I didn't want to assume because I lack experience.
Well, you should have because
Buck
you
says,
would
get
have
them
been
both.
right.
Buck says, get them both, Alec. Well, if you can
Buy
afford it,
everything.
get them both. You never
Everything.
know.
Buy it all.
If you can afford it, get them both. Doesn't hurt to have something else just in case you do get the wrong one and then you're like, good thing I got them both. Alex says, hey, Gordon. And both, Buck? Huh?
The paste flux is the one I use the most.
Yeah. I'm not sure what OT.
I'm assuming
Tinning
that's a
flux.
brand name.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Noco Road. Regular use flux.
I'm assuming both of those are brand names. That's just my assumption.
Buck says yes. Get them both. Do it on a stream to make Chase happy.
I think this is gonna make a pretty good little base coat for the Orville.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can paint in the dark sections and then do a little blending coat over it. Well, that's the end of the fourth bottle.
How much you got left that's unpainted? Just that back engine arc there? The two?
2 engine arcs. Yeah. A couple little spots here and there that need a little touch up, a little more paint on them. But
Mm-hmm. Well, you should probably be all right. You might have to get another bottle to do some final touch-ups afterwards.
yeah, I'll have to order a couple more bottles.
Howard says, get the premium gas flux, Alec. Ken says,
Premium gas.
Bonnie, never make an assumption because you make an assumption of you and umption.
Mm.
Screaming ghost face. Now that you're painting it white, it even looks more like that ghost mask.
It does, don't it?
Howard
One
says that
good thing about the Tamiya bottles, when you get ready to thin the paint for airbrushing,
yeah,
just fill it up with thinner up to the bottom of that little neck there. And
yeah.
it's perfect. Shake it
Oh,
up
yeah?
and it's perfect.
Well, there you go. I guess that's why they give you a little extra room in the bottle, eh?
Could be. Still be nice to have a little more paint though.
Howard says, I think my house has AC turned on right now. Feels like 30 in my house with the high winds. Yeah,
Yeah,
blowing
it's
through
like
windows
30
and
something degrees
walls.
here right now. What is it here?
Ken says, the ghost mace killer after he was stung by a bee.
It's 32 here right now.
I'm gonna
The crazy
mute.
thing is when I went to work this morning when I left here at 5:40, it was 42 degrees. When I got off work this evening, it was 34 degrees. Like, isn't it supposed to get warmer during the day? Not colder?
Should, but depends on how the weather systems are moving around.
That's not
Ken
what
says it's
Mother Nature
minus.
wanted for today.
Ken says minus 17 here.
Oof. Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because minus 17
That's
Celsius is
Celsius.
serious.
That's Celsius.
Phew. That's cold.
That's not that bad. Minus 17's no big deal, really. Minus 11 where I am, Celsius.
What is that in Fahrenheit?
Pretty warm still.
No, it's not warm. I disagree.
Well, when it's frequently minus 20 or 30 Celsius, minus 17 is like, ooh, I could wear a t-shirt. But you probably still wouldn't want to wear a t-shirt. Andy's here. Andy
Minus
says, hey
17
guys.
Celsius is 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go. So it's still above freezing.
No, it's not.
It is for us.
No, it's not. 0
Andy.
Celsius is freezing.
Yeah, I know.
I think minus 17 is a little below 0.
Yeah.
Or at least it was when I was in school. I don't know. They're changing all that now.
Let's see. Andy says, I'd like to invite you to the Paul Knapp show. We talk about collecting figurines. You may be interested. That on YouTube?
Collecting figurines. I don't have no figurines.
Me neither. Me neither. Let's see. Toy Soldier Tuesday, Season 2. Live from the Man Cave with Paul Knapp Special. Paul Knapp Collections. I'm just looking at the channel right now. It's on YouTube.
Is that a YouTube series that you do, Andy, or is that somebody you follow?
And he says, yep, that's the one. Let's see. Where were we? Alex said, I'm going to go with the regular use flux, more expensive, but good all arounder according to the staff. All right. Howard says, I know someone would be crying like a baby if they lived here. Probably. Ken says, hi to Andy. Primary gray and Aztec paint is going down on the upper secondary hull. Are you talking about the Orville here, Andrew? I don't think there's any Aztec detailing on the Orville. It has some variant color panels. There's some darker sections, but there's not really any Aztec patterning.
Yeah, it doesn't really have any Aztecing.
Well, you know what? I think Andrew's talking about what he's doing right now. Duh. I'm so
Probably.
clueless. He's updating us on his progress. I just clued into that. So Andrew is currently applying primary gray Aztec paint on the secondary hull. Yes. Yeah,
I
and he says
love how those
minus
Aztecs are coming
17.
out on that big
Yeah,
Enterprise
it
D.
looks good. Andrew says minus 17 is just a Tuesday in February. That's right, or in this case in March, Monday in March. Ken says, yeah, that's +1 Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
And he says, how come all the plants don't die in the cold? Because plants have antifreeze properties in their cells and regenerative properties when the warm weather comes back. Plants are very resilient and adapted to the cold weather.
It also depends on what plants you're talking about, too.
Yeah, well, the ones that aren't adapted for cold weather, they don't grow around here. 80 degrees Fahrenheit for Alec. Excellent, excellent. I hope your scrotum melts to your leg and sticks. And he says, yep, that's the one for the channel. Ken says, like the little glass figurines you used to get in boxes of Red Rose tea. No, I took a look at the channel. They're talking a lot about like little mini figurines and toy soldiers and stuff like that. Things that you might use for dioramas, I guess,
That is kind of
depending on
cool.
what you're
I may have to check
depending
that
on what
channel
you're
out.
doing. Buck says your time is coming, Alec. Riding your bike at 106 while the rest of us are in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, it's
In
gonna be
other
hot.
words, laugh it up while you can.
Yeah, Andrew says many of the plants die off above the ground and then regrow from the root come springtime. Yeah,
Yeah,
so the
they're
plant doesn't
smart. They
die,
said,
but
"Oh hell no, it's too cold. I'm going to hide."
yeah. Well, the roots stay alive, but the top of the plant, yeah, that withers away and dies. And he's confirming, yes, primary gray Aztec going down on the Enterprise D, not the Orville. Yes. Yeah, I was a little confused there for a second, Andrew. Okay, if you guys will excuse me, I'm gonna mute for a second. I have to go to the washroom.
Okay. So now it's up to me to talk, huh? Well, I'm out of the paint again. When I was figuring how many bottles of paint I needed, I forgot to figure in for covering up black primer. Oh, there goes that bottle. And that's my last bottle of Insignia White. So once I finish this cup of paint, that's it. That's all my Insignia White. So I don't know what I'm gonna do once this is all gone. So it has no more insignia white.
You're gonna have to take some regular white and mix some gray and make insignia white.
And that will never match. I am
Sure, you
terrible at
can do it.
mixing paint.
You can match it. I usually am pretty successful at matching paint colors.
Well, my problem is I'm partially red-green colorblind, so
Ah, so you don't even know if that insignia white is even white at all.
correct. Looks white to me, and everybody uses it on their Enterprise, so close enough.
I'll be right back to the chat in a second.
It ain't going nowhere. Let's see, what do we got? Damn.
Yeah, I've got a big string of chat here. Let me get that. Let me check that out. Where was I? Okay, so bio break time. So Andrew made a timestamp to when I went to the bathroom. Thank you, Andrew. So I didn't star the comment, and he said, "Are you the same guys who do that Woody Wednesday?" Yes, Donnie's usually on Woody Wednesday.
Yes.
Alec and Buck and Howard that you see in the chat are the other three builders that are on Woody Wednesday.
And Keith
Yes,
is usually
Woody
there, and
Wednesday
Don's
is
usually there.
Woody Wednesday is part of the HTM YouTube shows,
Yes.
and we are all part of the HTM model group.
Yeah,
Andrew
some
said,
crazy idea that I let Buck talk me into. Making models out of wood. Jeez.
Andrew says, if you use black primer for light block reasons, it's never a bad idea to go over it with a gray coat so your base coat doesn't have to work so hard.
Oh, now you tell me. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Ken says, Donnie, what kind of paint are you using? He's using Tamiya.
Insignia white.
Yeah, Insignia white.
Yes, Ken.
Yes, he's thinning it, and he says, "What did you thin it with?"
I
And what's
thinned
your
it with
PSI?
Mr. Color self-leveling thinner.
And he said, "What's your PSI set at?"
About 20. Yeah, about 20. Sitting
Okay,
right
more
at 20.
questions. What airbrush?
Posh Talon.
Okay, he says, "How many coats?"
I think this is second coat, something like that.
And then he says, "Where were you, and what were you doing on the night of January 3rd,
Yeah.
2025?" Andrew says, "If you're red-green colorblind, does that mean the ladies won't find you handy?" They'll at least they'll still find him handsome,
I used to love watching Red Green.
Andrew. Andrew says, "Quick, let's all leave." And he says, "Oh, thank you." He says, "I thought you were another group. You guys are awesome."
All the same group, Andy.
No, Andy, you are awesome because you're always tuning in to view our Friday night streams, and you're always there on the Woody Wednesday, and I always see you in everybody's chats, watching everybody's streams. You're the one who's awesome.
This is true. This is very true.
Buck says, "Wood is right, light is good, and everyone is awesome."
You got those backwards.
Andrew says, "All the same dysfunctional family of YouTubers."
Yep. That's a good way to put it. Dysfunctional.
Andy says, "Thank you. I try to make it when I can." Yeah, sometimes you have limited data issues or something like that, right?
Yep, that's it. I am out of Insignia White.
And this evening, the role of Don will be played by Howard. He says, "Piss off, Buck. Lights suck."
I'm still curious to know what Don's Project X is.
This is a big model of the letter X.
He did say on I think it was Woody Wednesday when I asked him that it will not have lights.
It will not. I thought he said it will.
No, he said it will not. I said,
It will
well,
not.
Project X have lights, Don? And he said no.
No. Who you gonna kill, Mary?
Oh, sorry. Fucking dog keeps damn well tripping me.
Oh yeah, he's a bastard.
Betty Blocker.
Bastard dog.
I still got some places once it dries good that I'm gonna have to knock it down flat where it got some little bits in the paint and then respray it. But I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking nice and even and smooth. Ken says, "What lacquer thinner?"
Mr. Hobby, self-leveling thinner.
What ratio?
I have no idea.
Well, you said that you open the bottle and you fill the rest of the bottle up with thinner.
Yeah, fill it up to the bottom of the neck.
Yeah, to like the shoulder, little shoulder
Yeah, to
area.
the shoulder.
Oh,
That's it.
the
Fill it up to
shoulder.
the shoulder.
What do we got here?
What is the
Oh, this is
barometric
our,
pressure at the desk?
This is our freaking, yeah. Send it to me and I'll show you that on Discord. Mary's got a nice picture of our parking garage door there. I'll put it on Discord and show you guys.
Cool. What is the current humidity?
Andy says, "I only earn a little, so I can't always spend a lot." Yeah, I hear you there, buddy. I hear you there.
The current humidity is 36%.
Okay. Andy says, "Are you having technical issues? I can't see Andrew's comments." Go to your YouTube chat settings and make sure you're on all comments.
All chat.
All chat. Because sometimes it defaults to top comments.
Yeah, I usually change that, but I think I forgot to this time. You know, when you're setting up the stream, you can set it up to default to
you can set up in the
comments
stream?
or all comments.
I didn't
It's
know you could do
always
that.
on top comments if you don't change it when you set the stream up, and I think I forgot to this time.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Buck says, no, Alec, I didn't say nobody is awesome, and you are an OB. Just kidding. Okay, so Ken asked what your barometric pressure was. Andrew says, my air valve on my airbrush is giving me some trouble tonight. It's always something. You mean like your Mac valve? Howard says, Andy, click on the slider button and click all the comments. You're probably only seeing top comments. Yeah. Buck says, what is the current humidity?
Yeah, that's why I said it's 36%. I have a little thing over here that tells,
Did
humidity,
you tell Ken
temperature.
what the barometric pressure was? Ken asked, what's
No,
the
it doesn't tell
barometric pressure at your
barometric
desk?
pressure.
And Ken's troubleshooting your airbrush here, taking every factor into account. What is the relative pressure? Yes, how much pressure do your family members put on you during holidays?
Too much. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be?
Alex says, oh, hush, Buck. I'm not a knob. That's not what Buck was saying. He was, because Buck said, everybody is special. And he says, I didn't say nobody is special, or didn't say nobody is awesome. And he says, and you are knob. He was jokingly starting to type the word nobody. He wasn't saying you were a knob. He was saying nobody and then just kidding. You're not a knob. Most importantly, what is the airspeed velocity of a laid sparrow? Why is it faster than
Shouldn't
one
that
that
be
hasn't been laid?
laden sparrow, Buck? You left off the end. Laden sparrow.
Maybe they don't fly as fast once they've been laid.
Oh, well, I would think you'd fly faster.
Alex says, I'm a noob. Andrew says, I wasn't showing some of Howard's comments for me.
Maybe you have it on top comments too.
Buck says, yes, Alec, you are definitely a misspelled noob.
You're not going to say it, huh?
And he says, that's better. Oh, what'd you do?
You probably put it on all comments.
Ken says, how far away from the model do you spray?
3
I think
inches,
he's
maybe.
sitting about the regular distance he would sit away from a desk. I don't know.
do you cross your fingers on your offhand while spraying? Do you clean out your color cup before
Clean
each
out your
coat?
color cup, cross your fingers. Buck says it's funnier when I said laid. Andrew says, you know that in 900 years of time and space, I've never met anybody who wasn't important before. Ken asks, do you use a vent?
No, then you don't get to inhale the vapors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a vent.
Buck says, I detect a stream derailment. The stream has gone off the rails. Oh no, it's still mostly talking about painting. And
I don't think my streams are ever on the rails.
what rails? There's
They just
rails?
kind of wander around.
I didn't even know there was rails. Oh, Andrew's troubleshooting too. He says, have you given the appropriate blood offering to this model yet?
I have. Way back when I was putting it together. Building light boxes,
Excellent.
actually. When I was building the light boxes, it got a couple of blood offerings.
Okay, so that part's taken care of. He's made his blood sacrifice to the gods of model. Ken says, do you wear a protective mask to prevent you from breathing in particles?
No. A little bit of my filler is popping out right there for some reason. Weird.
Your resin gap filler?
Yeah, right. Well, it's not on camera. You can't see it.
It's like pushing out of the gap?
Ah, you still can't see it because it's all white. Let's see if I can get it on camera here. See right here?
Kinda.
It's pushed up out of the, like it turned loose.
Huh.
I don't know. I'll have to work on that. I just noticed that. But that's all the base coating I can do tonight. I am officially out of Insignia White.
Ken says, how long do you wait before coats?
Till the other one is dry.
Till the other one is dry. Andrew says, is the room getting blacker?
I like it that way.
And
I work at Nissan in the paint department. I need my paint fixed, man.
yeah, man, you just have a protective layer on your lungs at this point.
Right.
Buck says, did you wash behind your ears this morning?
I did.
That's because Phil wants to go home.
Huh?
Don't know. Phil wants to go home though.
Okay.
And says, why did my dad never come back from the store buying cigarettes when I was 5? Yeah, Donnie. He's got a lot of questions tonight. Maybe that store had none and he had to go to a different store and then that store had none. So you had to go across town to another store and that store also had none. And then he ran out of gas and then he had to walk to the gas station and get gas. And then when he got gas, he started driving and then got a flat tire. So he had to walk back to the garage and try to buy a tire, but the garage was closed by that time. So
And then by then he forgot where he lived.
And had
They got lost.
He got lost.
They couldn't find his car.
Someone stole his car. He's still walking around to this day going, dude, where's my car? Let's see. Buck says, that's why Phil is climbing out of the model. Oh, Phil. Phil wants to go home. So Phil's climbing out of the model. Well, hold on a second. Wait. Oh, where is it? Where is it?
Right.
He got a flat tire. Is Ken's dad Alec? Why can't you kiss prostitutes? I don't
Well,
know.
you probably can, but you probably don't want to.
I don't know. He says, why can't you? Maybe they don't allow it.
You can. Just don't think about what she was kissing before she came to your apartment.
Oh no. Andy says, I nearly lost my dad twice. He fainted and broke his skull on 2 occasions.
Oof.
Very lucky to still have him. My mom survived cancer twice too. Very lucky man to still have them. Yes,
Yes.
you are very lucky to still have your parents.
What are the odds that you would faint and break your skull twice?
Oh, my dad had brain surgery to remove a tumor, and then he woke up in the recovery room 20 minutes after the operation and wanted to leave. Said, "Can I go home now?" And they said, "Whoa, what are you doing? You're not even supposed to be awake." And then like
There you go.
it was like less than 2 days we brought him home from the hospital.
That's crazy.
Another question from Ken. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oh, I've
Is
seen that
that
commercial. 3.
is that the name? Is that the name of a prostitute? Hey, where's Tootsie Pop tonight? Oh, she's on another corner.
But I got to the center before she left.
Did everyone remember to lick the button? Oh, if you guys are licking the button, I hope you did it before I was there.
Right?
Andrew says, we were T-boned heading to Ottawa one day in 95, and my dad woke up in the hospital thinking it was 1972.
Oh,
How long did that go on for, Andrew? Was that hopefully that was a temporary effect?
right?
Buck says, I definitely don't want to lick a prostitute. Well, that's what the thumbs up button is for. Andy says, that's some story. Maybe there is a God after all.
Ooh.
And Andrew said, mostly permanent, his dad's. Really? Well,
Ooh.
my memory loss was also pretty much permanent. I had a head injury when I was 10 years old and I lost all of my memories.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't
Wow.
think I was in, like, you know, I probably different when you're older and you have more experiences in life to go back onto, but I was only like 10 years old. So I didn't think I was in a different time or something like that. I just didn't know my name. I didn't know my parents, my family, my friends. I don't absolutely no memories.
Really?
Hmm.
And you never got it back?
No.
Wow.
I've heard all the stories, like my older brother and my parents and some of the people that I still had as friends when I was like a little kid like that.
Sorry, they told you from looking
They've
at
they've
pictures.
told me stories and I've seen pictures and stuff like that, but I have absolutely no recollection of anything that happened.
Wow. That's crazy.
Ken says the Orville is coming along nicely, Delaney.
Thank
I
you, Ken.
have to agree with Ken.
And it's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get out of here. I can't paint anymore anyway, so.
Well, you did a very nice job tonight. Made some fantastic progress.
Yeah, I got the base coat on. I need to knock. There's some little I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's some little speckles of dust that got stuck in there I need to get rid of. But other than that, it's looking pretty good, I think.
Ken says, great stream, Donnie. I've been sufficiently entertained. Take care, everyone, and have a great night. You take care, Ken, and you have a great night. And nice job on that Reliant video.
Yeah.
Watched that this morning, and I enjoyed that. It's looking pretty fantastic.
The number of lights they put in that thing is insane.
And the number of additional pieces and add-ons and modifications. And then the cast there, Lake Monster Details, he just keeps coming out with more and more
I
bits and
know.
parts and upgrades and all that stuff.
There's no way I
Never
could
ending.
afford to get all of those parts for that one model.
Never ending.
But
Andy says, good night, everyone. I need to go enjoy the rest of the night. Well,
have a good one, Andy. And have a good one, Ken.
Howard says, look up trans-global amnesia. My dad had that, lost 6 hours of his memory. Oh yeah, that's just a temporary. That's happened to me a couple times too since the major one happened. That's just temporary. When you get a concussion, you'll lose a few hours of whatever's going on. Andrew says he's got to get caught up in the Reliant series. Yeah, it's interesting and fun to watch. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.
Alrighty, so that's the chat.
So, let's see here. Tomorrow night, Keith will be working on the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory at 7 Eastern, followed by Buck at 9, working on the Death Star Slice, the not Lego Death Star Slice. And then Wednesday, we'll have the Woody Wednesday at 7 Eastern, where we're all working on the Istanbul except Alec. And then Thursday night will be Jordan. Is he going to be working on the Falcon again?
I'm not sure.
Because he's almost finished with it. He got all the greeblies on.
I think, I think on his last one, he said it's pretty much done.
Yeah, I think he's got a little weathering and stuff to do to it, but other than that, it's pretty much done.
So I'm hoping he gets on that Deep Space Nine model. I'm really interested in.
I know he
seeing
started
that
it
one
and then
happen.
just quit.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to watch that one and help him troubleshoot any problems that he's going to encounter, because I bet you there's going to be a lot of little setbacks with that one, because it's not a model kit, right? It's a toy, and he's modifying
true,
it.
but
So
other than how
there's going to
small
have
it
to be
is, it
some
shouldn't be.
workarounds and some
Yeah,
special things he's going to have to do to it that are unanticipated.
I don't know. Maybe he'll get back to it after he finishes the Falcon.
We will see.
Then Friday night, we've got our regular HTM live stream at 9 Eastern. And then Saturday, you said you're not going to stream till after Andrew, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and wait till the later hour stream.
Okay. So we'll have Andrew at 9 Eastern and then Jody at what, 11?
11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, following Canadian Starships.
And then Jody at 11. And then we'll have the HTM Sunday stream at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then that brings us back to us.
I was soloing that one last night.
Do what?
I was soloing that one for a little while there last night, for about an hour probably.
Really? For that long?
Yeah.
Wow. Where was everybody else at?
I don't know. Busy, I guess. It started off with just me and Howard, and then Todd joined in for a bit. Todd went for dinner, and then Howard had some stuff to do. We saw Keith on for a little while last night, and then Howard came back, and that was about it.
Wow. Well, good job keeping the stream going, Jody. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I got to go hop in the shower and get ready for work tomorrow. Thank you all for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you want. And Buck's playing Fallout.
No, that was last night because everyone was speculating where Buck was, and I think
Oh, he was playing
I
Fallout.
think Howard might have said, "Oh, he's probably playing Fallout or something."
The only games I've been
We
playing
called it.
lately is on this little handheld thing.
Yeah, that's right. Andrew came on for a bit last night too.
Nice.
Sundays seem quieter these days. All right, Donnie, we'll let you get to bed and get ready for your day tomorrow.
Yay.
I don't know if anybody around here is going to be even going anywhere tomorrow. We'll see.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
But
I'll
I
share
get
that picture in Discord for you of the garage.
that'd be cool.
You
I
can go
get through
check
this
that out.
week and then I get all next week off.
Yeah, excellent.
Hey, I
Nice.
can actually get to the Woody Wednesday stream on time.
Yeah.
1 week. But anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you want. And we will catch you all tomorrow night in the comments on Keith and Buck's stream. So have a good one, everyone, and adios.